Hey guys, welcome back to Fate Stay Night. So we just summoned Servant. Emiya is upstairs. Nothing is nothing. There is no change. I've raged out that much I am informed. And on top of that, I hear an explosion from the living room. Because Reen, I run. I keep running without thinking. I run up the basement stairs and into the living room. It is. The living room door is crooked. There's no point in turning in the handle. The door doesn't open even as I pull it. With a crash, I kick through the door. Yeah, it's not Saber. And the instant I walk into the living room, I understand everything. That I got a 4-star instead of a 5-star. You got spooked by Emiya. The living room is in a big mess. It's full of rubble that must have fallen from the ceiling, and there's one man sitting on it cockily. Without a doubt, that is the cause of this mess. But there's one thing more important than that. The wall clock is still ticking away time, having escaped destruction. That reminds me. Yes, that's right. Come to think of it, every clock in my house was an hour early today for some reason. In other words, it's 1 in the morning right now. That's probably a good ritual, like roll 2 a.m. I'm gonna try that on Rainy's banner. There's actually 1 more hour until my magical energy is at its peak. What do you mean again? This is your first time summoning a servant. I can do most things just like everyone else, but I have one heredity curse. That is, to make the biggest mistakes at the most important times. Yeah. I am mad at my own stupidity. Still irritated, I glare at the man sitting. What? Why? You don't know if this is a saber? There's probably a saber for all you know. Saber Emiya, can we have that? What are you? How do you know that's not a saber? That's probably a saber. The man in red gives an exaggerated shrug. Maybe I'm the most unlucky of all, he adds. I do declare, this guy has a twisted personality. But this would be the servant? Since they call it a familiar, I thought it was something shapeless, but this is human-like. No, that's wrong. Just standing here, I can tell this thing has outrageous amounts of magical energy. Don't be fooled by its appearance. This is certainly an existence far beyond human. A ghost that has reached the level of spirits as a human. I can't be overwhelmed forever. That thing is that thing? You're calling Emiya a thing? So I'll have to change my thinking from now on. The unknown servant frowns. It's a rather vague response, and I cannot tell if he's angry at my complaint or impressed at how correct I am.
他にいろいろと言うべきことがあると思うのだが。
そんなのないわよ。主従関係は一番初めにはっきりさせておくべきものだもの。
The servant raises his brow, perhaps because it was an imperfect summoning. This guy isn't even trying to hide his dissatisfaction with me.
主従関係ははっきりさせておくか。やることは失点だらけだが、口だけは達者らしい。ああ、確かにその意見には賛成だ。どちらが強者で、どちらが弱者なのか、明確にしておかなければ、お互いやりづらかろう。
Sure, buddy. The servant looks at me meaningfully as he Laszlo, as he lays in the rubble.
どちらが弱者かですって？
Clearly, Reen. That's a servant right there. That's a servant who can use unlimited blade works. Reen, you stand no chance.
ああ、私もサーバントだ。呼ばれたからには主従関係を認めるさ。だが、それはあくまで契約上の話だろう。どちらがより優れたものか、共に戦うにふさわしい相手かを測るのは別になる。さて、その件でいくと、君は私のマスターにふさわ
Stop
しい魔術師な
provoking
のか。
her, dude. You're gonna make her use a command seal. The servant grins. He smashes my house in that attitude. He's like me. Whatever. He smashes my house in that attitude like he's king makes me angry enough. But now he asks me if I'm worthy to be a master.
あなたの意見なんて聞いてないわ。
Reed.
私が聞いているのは、あなたが私のサーバントかどうかってことだけよ。
Yes. I glare at him. I will not lose to someone who looks down on me this frankly.
おう、なるほどなるほど。そんな当たり前のことは答えるまでもないと。実に勇ましい。いや、気概だけなら立派なマスターだが。
だから順番を間違えるなっていうの。一番初めに確認するのは召喚者の務めよ。さあ答えなさい。あなたは
Are you
私のサーバントな
dissatisfied
のね
with your 4-star Reen? I can understand. I can understand. I step forward, ready to attack depending on his answer.
強情なお嬢さんだ。これでは話が進まんな。仕方あるまい。仮に私が君のサーバントだとしよう。で、その場合、君が私のマスターなのか？いやまあ、あくまで仮の話だが。
当たり前じゃない。あなたが私に呼ばれたサーバントなら、あなたのマスターは私以外に誰がいるっていうのよ。
I somehow cool my boiling head and glare at this rude guy.
おう、そうか。まあ仮の話なんだが、とりあえずそうだとしよう。それで、君が私のマスターである証はどこにある？
The servant talks nonsense, grinning. He must think I'll panic about this proof of master thing.
ここよ。あなたのマスターである証ってこれでしょ？
うん。
I show him the command spell. Used to calling command seals on the back of my right hand. Don't think I don't know anything. My father talked a lot about masters, so I know about the command spell.
納得いった？これでもまだ文句を言うの？
I thrust before him the proof that I'm a master. The servant in the rubble looks confused. Then,
まあ言ったな。本気で言っているのか、お嬢さん。
his face clouds with discontent.
本気かってなんでよ？
その考えがだ。霊樹があればマスターなのか？霊樹などサーバントを利する道具に過ぎないだろう。まったく、そんな形だけのものでマスターブルとはな。私が見たかったのは、君が忠誠を振るうにふさわしい人物かどうかだったのだが。
That's true, but you'd normally think of the command spell when talking about the proof that one's a master.
何よ。それじゃあ私はマスター失格？
そう願いたいが、そうはいくまい。 霊樹がある以上、私の召喚者は君のようだ。
Sorry, Emmy, I skipped your dialogue. He gives an exaggerated shrug of his shoulders. This is bad. My boiling point is so low, it seems I won't be able to cool down in time.
全くもって不満だが、認めよう。とりあえず、君は私のマスターだ。だが、私にも条件がある。私は今後、君の言い分には従わない。
You think that's gonna work on Reen?
君はそれに従って行動する。
Emiya, boy, you know Reen. That's not gonna work on her.
これが最大の譲歩だ。それで構わないな、お嬢さん。
I think this is it, father. I'm almost at my limit.
そう。
Oh,
不満
she's
だけ
pissed.
ど認めるくせに、私の意見には取り合わないってどういうことかしら。あなたは私のサーバントなんでしょ。
I asked him in a trembling voice, just in case. There's the issue of the command spell too, so this is my last warning, the biggest compromise I can make. And to that,
形の上だけはな。故に、形式上は君に従ってやる。だが、戦うのは私自身だ。君はこの家の地下にでも隠れて、聖杯戦争が終わるまでじっとしていればいい。それなら、未熟な君でも命だけは助かるだろう。
he tells me he has no hope for me with eyes full of disdain.
怒ったのか？いや、もちろん君の立場は尊重するよ。私はマスターを勝利させるために呼ばれたものだからな。私の勝利は君のものだし、戦いで得たものは全て君にくれてやる。
Are you gonna continue your eye or whatever?
どうせ君に霊樹は使えまい。まあ、後のことは私に任せて、君は自分の身の安全を。
Yeah, she's gonna use the command seal.
あったまきた。
We figured, Reem, we figured.
いいわ。そんなに言うなら使ってやろうじゃない。
I can read that. If this was the text, I could read perfectly. I need glasses. There's no holding back now. I've no sympathy for a twisted guy like him.
まさか。
そのまさかよ、この礼儀知らず。
You rude scum.
フィアトラーク、アイノイエナゲル、アイノイエスケナツ、アイノイエスフィアブレヒン。
I announce the command spell. By the order of the Holy Grail, give the law of obedience to this one. But is this just a translation of what Reen just said? Whatever.
待て、正気かマスター。そんなことで霊樹を使うやつが。
うるさい。いい？あんたは私のサーバント。なら私の言い分には絶対服従ってもんでしょ。
なんだと。
That's what you get, Emiya. The symbol in my right hand throbs. The 3 command spells. The essence of the Holy Grail War. The 3 claims to the servant's unconditional obedience is now used.
考えなすか君は。こんな大雑把なことに霊樹を使うなど。
General, you say? It's too late now. First of all, I wasn't expecting this either. I hate myself so much I want to die. To go ahead and use the important command spell for something like this. Well, it was Emiya's fault. Like... So, leaving the ruined living room behind, we move to my room. In front of me is a servant who should be absolutely obedient from my command spell. He's there, but...
なるほど。君の性質は大体理解したぞ、マスター。
How exactly is this absolutely obedient? Alright, I'm getting it here. This is... Emiya's being a real jerk. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Oh, thanks for watching. See you next time.